Hello and welcome. Today we are continuing our exploration of information disclosure. In this lab, the application leaks its source code via a backup file located in a hidden directory. To find these kinds of issues, it's useful to know that many websites expose files and endpoints intended to help crawlers, bots, or automated tools understand and navigate the site. Some of the most common ones are robots.txt, sitemap.xml, sitemapindex.xml, the .well-known directory, humans.txt, which can sometimes leak company details or usernames, ads.txt, which can reveal advertising domains, and more. There are also CMS-specific crawler helpers such as wp-sitemap.xml and wp-robots.txt for WordPress. For applications that are intentionally vulnerable, like this PortSwigger lab and many capture the flag challenges, it is common to find information by manually navigating to some of these endpoints. In our example here, manually navigating to robots.txt reveals this information. This tells us that the site is intentionally blocking crawlers from accessing /backup, which is a strong hint that something important might be stored there. Now, if we navigate to the /backup directory, we see this java.back file, which seems to be a backup of a Java source code file. These types of files should never be publicly available, even if they are hidden at an undisclosed location. Why is this dangerous? Well, in a real-world application, this kind of exposure can have serious consequences. Attackers might gain access to source code. Sensitive information such as database credentials, API keys, or secrets can be leaked. Exposed code can help attackers find additional vulnerabilities such as SQL injections or deserialization issues. Even if the service is not publicly reachable, leaked credentials may be reused elsewhere. Opening the file, we see the following source code. Here, we see a connection builder object being created to establish a connection to a PostgreSQL database. Even if we don't know the exact implementation of connection builder, we can still identify sensitive information. The values passed into the builder include the database driver, host, port, and credentials. The 5432 port is the default PostgreSQL port, and the long, random-looking string seems to be the database password. To solve the lab, we have to copy this string, go back to the lab's main page, and submit the solution. The lab is solved. Lastly, it is very important to keep in mind that security through obscurity is never a good solution. What do I mean by that? Well, you might think that placing backup files, credentials, or other sensitive files in a random directory will keep them safe. You might think everything would have been fine if the backup directory had not been listed in the robots.txt file. But that is wrong.
Isn't that cute? But it's wrong!
As I've shown in the previous tutorial, information disclosure on debug page, directory fuzzing is one of the first things an attacker will try in order to discover hidden paths. Let's quickly see how this works. We'll use ffuf with a short common word list to find hidden directories. If you do not have ffuf installed, the previous video has a short walkthrough on how to install and use it. As you can see, the backup directory is discovered very quickly even without using robots.txt, which proves that hiding directories is not an effective security measure. This is it for today's video. See you in the next one. Bye!